Hey guys, before I start this video, I just wanted to put this little snippet in here to show what life is really like sometimes, and even the people who you think have happy days every day, it's not necessarily always the case. I filmed the video already at home and then I just went to the gym to let off some steam and literally just felt like spewing the whole time, and I just want to cry and like curl up in bed. I don't know what will fix it as such. Sometimes things just get really hard. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Cassie Amber and I'm a holistic nutritionist specializing in plant-based diet. So hit like and subscribe if you want more health tips, wellness, everything like that. Today I wanted to focus on mental health though, because that's also a big part of our overall well-being and how we feel about ourselves and how we go about our days. So I'm actually going through a little mental health, like placing a specific focus on it at the moment because I've had some life changes, and I've been going through all my journals and writing stuff down, writing down quotes, making plans for the future, my visions and stuff like that, and actually found this little list that I made ages ago, so I just expanded that and I thought what a great idea for a YouTube video, so it can help you as well if you feel like you need a little bit of extra support, or just need to improve your mood and look after yourself. So number one is make a list of things that you love about yourself or things that make you unique. So there's so many people on the planet that what makes you stand out from the rest, what are your special attributes, just what is specific to you that makes you feel very special and confident in your uniqueness, let's say. Number two is surround yourself with uplifting people who are on a similar mission as you, because you become who you hang out with. You will definitely notice that your direct friends and people you spend a lot of time with, maybe people you live with, maybe your family or your partner, they'll influence your eating habits, they'll influence how you like your perspectives on certain topics, how productive you are, how motivated you are. If you just sit at home and you watch TV and stay at your comfort zone and think that's all life has to offer, maybe because that's what the people around you are doing, or maybe you want to spend time with people who are building businesses and collaborating with each other and always checking in on you and always working towards bigger projects and bigger goals. So definitely just reanalyzing your social circle and see if you'd like to make any changes. Number three is knowing when to rest and knowing when to move your body. COVID was a huge learning curve for me with exercise. I used to do so much fitness. I used to do 3 to 4 days of weights a week. I would do a HIIT class or a boxing class, sometimes a yoga class, and either hiking in the weekend or I would go out dancing if I'm going clubbing, because my partner and my best friend were DJs, so I would like go out to all these festivals and gigs, and I was just so active. Even a night out on the town, I'd get home at anywhere between 3 and 5 a.m. I'd literally go for a 3-hour hike the next day. That was me at my peak. And then when COVID hit, it was the first time I'd rested in my whole life, not just from physical activity but from working in general. It's like the first time I'd actually stopped and rested my body, and that was amazing. But then I rested too much and I couldn't get motivated to exercise, and it really affected my mental health. It affected how clean I was in my room and stuff, because you're just not focused, you're not getting your blood flow going, and you just feel gross if you're not like exercising enough either. So I know a lot of people who, especially in the fitness industry, they really go hard, like 6 days a week, sometimes 7 days a week, sometimes twice a day. So it's really about finding that balance for you, about what makes you feel good, what's not too stressful, so that you can still let your body recover, and maybe just switching up the moves you do. Sometimes do weights, sometimes maybe cardio, sometimes just an outdoor walk, maybe a yoga class to break it up. So it's always finding new ways to move your body, but without like overdoing it either. Number four is feed your body like you actually treasure it. So good timing, I've literally just released my brand new Eat from the Earth Ultimate Meal Guide. So this has over 140 plant focused recipes, I'd like to call it. I personally eat a plant-based diet, so it is there's plenty of options for people who are vegan, maybe people who just want to eat more plant-based meals, but I also have included whole foods recipes if you're just a family who wants to, not a family, if you're just someone who wants to eat more natural food in general and like stay away from preservatives and all of the packaged food. So I've just finished that meal plan, and it's just everything from a huge amount of time piled into one huge one. So I will link that below. I'm so excited to release that. It's really something I've been working on for months, so I'm very proud of that. But when it comes to nutrition, just really treating your body like it is your temple, and really like nourishing your digestion and your gut health actually affects your mood as well. So eating just like a wide range of colorful veggies, choosing new ingredients here and there to switch things up and get like different vitamins and minerals from different places, and just having fun with it, just trying a new recipe or doing some baking on the weekend, like just making it something that you enjoy and something that you know is going to feel good, give you energy, help your immunity, help your skin, your hormones, and everything like that as well. It's honestly a huge part. It's like one of the main things in our overall mental health. Number 5 is take in the nature around you, whether it's watching the sunset, laughing at cute animals, going for a hike, relaxing with the sun on your skin, or the refreshing ocean. I've really noticed myself finding joy in such small things. I think just since COVID, and I moved from the city in New Zealand to the country in Australia, and I just love having frogs everywhere. I'll just go outside, and you've got to wet your hand first because apparently your skin burns them, so you just wet your hands and go outside and like hold a frog, or like these geckos, like these tiny little lizards running around everywhere. Or my favorite thing ever is the tiny little baby geckos, and like they're so cute, and you just see them on the roof, you're like yay. So I think not enough people stop to take time to take in those moments and appreciate those little things that are actually in our world. Too often we're focusing on the bad or the stresses of our life, or like, oh my god, what do I have to do for the next day, or oh my god, all the stuff is going wrong. So just take a moment to stop and take it in, whether maybe you've got a pet. I've got chickens as well, so I'll like hold the chicken. I brought my chicken inside the other day and was like petting her because the other ones were bullying it, and then yeah, like made her go to sleep by petting her ear. So just those little things in life, just taking a moment to stop and finding joy in other things. Yesterday I also sat outside during my lunch break, even though it's blazing heat here, but just feeling the sun warm up your skin, get a little bit of vitamin D, taking the dogs for a walk by the beachfront, breathing in the fresh salty air, listening to the waves crashing. All of those things can be very grounding and calming, so it's important to make sure that that stuff is still part of your routine and stuff that you make note of to take in for your mental health. Number 6 is have a think about whether your job or career actually makes you happy and allows you to grow as a person. We spend so much time there, it's important to make it worthwhile of our energy. I've been through quite a transition for such a young age. So I started my degree when I was 17. I studied for 3.5 years doing hotel management. Then I worked in a corporate job, and that was a really good experience. I was there for 1 year and 8 months. I was wearing a suit every day, like high heels, stockings even, and I ended up just getting sick. Once I stopped learning, I wasn't passionate about it anymore. It was a great learning curve, and I'm so glad I did it, and it was great to get me out into the workforce and have something so big to focus on straight off the bat, but it's not my life passion once I actually got into it. It's always good to fall back on though, like if things crumbled and I needed another job, at least I've got that qualification there. But once I quit my corporate job to do nutrition instead, my whole world changed. And yes, that is a big leap, literally quitting your stability and your income. But I was so sick. I was living in the city, like I was sick like 6 times in one winter. I was exhausted all the time, extreme burnout, extreme fatigue. Right near the end, I was starting to get late for work every day because I just couldn't get up in the morning. I was driving 1.5 hours each way just to get there. Could hardly afford the gas in Auckland City just to get to my job. So I quit all that to do something where I can actually help change other people's lives, help them feel amazing. It's so rewarding. Monday is my favorite day of the week. I can't wait to have like business admin days and like go through my to-do list. I cannot wait for those days. So that is such a blessing that I actually have found something I'm so passionate about. If you don't know what it is you love yet, you literally just have to explore things, whether you just start on the weekends or maybe you cut back your work hours so you can start dabbling in those things and finding out what you actually like. When you think about our week, we literally wake up, go to work, like eat, go to work, some people exercise, come home, eat, go to sleep. You've got to make sure that what you're doing, you actually find joy in it, you look forward to it, you constantly learn and constantly grow. I think that's really, really important for our mental health. Understand that social media isn't real life. Be mindful of what or who you consume. So I'm very mindful of girls that I follow on social media. I don't want to follow people who make me feel bad about my body. I don't want to follow girls who have had too much work done. I don't mind like a little bit of, I don't know, whether they've got their boobs done or their lips done or like little bits and pieces is totally fine. But you've just got to make the mental connection in your head that they look like that because they've had this procedure done. It doesn't mean that you have to do it or make you feel anything less about yourself. And I still appreciate those girls. I like look at them like, wow, you look amazing. But you can't hope for something like, wow, I wish I had like big round perky boobs like that, and then feel self-conscious about your boobs. I don't know why the topic went down this track, but you can't feel self-conscious about your natural boobs because you haven't had the surgery done. So it's just like appreciating those and knowing why they look like that, and then appreciating yourself and knowing why you look like that. I know a few people who may have like bigger bodies or different shaped and sized bodies, let's just say. They like to follow influencers who demonstrate the same kind of thing, so they're not looking at all of these skinny models and thinking, oh my god, I don't look like that. So now they can look at more curvy models and think, oh wow, she's happy in her body, she's loving it, she's dancing around her kitchen. And it's about, just really being mindful of who you follow, who they make you feel, and just the lifestyle that people portray as well. People who often have those super famous lifestyles, their real life isn't actually the same, and they still have things that go on. They still have days where they're sad, they still have things that stress them out, or horrible events that happen. So we don't really share about when we're sad because we don't want to put it onto other people. It doesn't offer any value to their lives. So just make sure you remember that people always will have bad days and go through life transitions in different periods where things aren't always rainbows and butterflies. Number 8 is do things out of your comfort zone regularly, even if they scare you. So do you have a list of things that you'd like to do one day? I still need to work on this myself because I've got this list of things that I want to do and I just haven't found the time, or it seems so overwhelming that I've got to break it down into smaller tasks and just take one step at a time instead of being like, oh my god, it's too hard and too scary. But it is important to have those bigger goals that you get out of your comfort zone, and it will help you grow, help you learn. Even if you fail, try again or try a different approach. I've failed more times than anyone would like even realize, to be honest. Number 9 is reach out when you need help. I've lost count of how many times I've had to call counsellors over the last month when things got rough. There is always someone there to help or even just to listen. I wrote this a little while ago, so at the time it was only a month, but now I call counsellors very regularly, usually when things go wrong, usually if I'm on the verge of having a panic attack, or if I'm crying, or I just need help understanding or processing something. Sometimes I'll just be like lying in bed freaking out about something in my life that I can't process and I don't have coping mechanisms and stuff like that. So definitely giving someone a call, and these people are especially trained to be able to help you with whatever you're going through, no matter what issues. it can even just help you feel more relaxed so you can go to sleep at night and start the next day fresh, maybe if you're really upset and you're crying or something like that. So there's nothing to be ashamed about. And I also have started seeing an in-person counsellor as well, so I kind of just use those free calls as a top up if it's something really urgent or something in the moment. Then I save my in-person counsellor because she'll know my story and I don't have to explain it over again. So definitely reaching out to professional help is nothing to be ashamed about, and more people should do it because it has really benefited my life, I can tell you that. Number 10, understand that everyone on the planet has weaknesses and flaws. We're all human. Sometimes we can get caught up on, I don't know, maybe if someone calls you out on your weaknesses and you're thinking about all these different areas you've still got to grow in and things you need to work on, and you're like, oh my god, why can't I just be perfect, and why do I suck at these things, or not realize that I do these things or have these aspects about my personality that like just could be improved in order for you to grow to be a better person. Well, everyone has weaknesses. It's such a simple concept, but just remembering that like everyone on the planet has things they're bad at, things that aren't so good with their personality. We can't all be 100% perfect. So even though you might feel self-conscious about things you've got to work on, the person next to you still has to work on things as well. Number 11 is find joy in the little things in life. Even if it's your morning coffee or your cozy sheets at night, we are so lucky. I have found myself over the last few months even just going to bed at night and I'm like, wow, I can't wait for my coffee tomorrow, and it's only just hitting nighttime and I'm already looking forward to just something small and basic for the next day. And I think that is so important, just to take a step back and be grateful every now and again, because we get used to the things that we have in our everyday life. Other people might not even be able to enjoy those things, but just taking a moment to be like, wow, my bed is so comfy, or I'm so grateful to have a roof over my head, or oh, I had a really nice dinner tonight that was amazing, to have such nourishing food that tasted amazing, or whether you're surrounded in good company, just all those little small things that we often forget. It's important just to take a moment and be reminded of them, and really appreciate those. Number 13 is do something that boosts your confidence. This is really important when you're feeling down, whether you want to do something for your appearance. Maybe you want to go clothes shopping. In 2 days time I'm finally getting my hair done that I've been waiting for months. I usually only go to the hairdresser once every 8 months or something to kind of spread it out, and I just can't wait to kind of have a refresh and do something for self-care. Whether you want to go for a nice grocery shop and treat yourself to some like extra nice food or something. Ways to boost your confidence could be achieving a goal, as discussed earlier, getting out of your comfort zone, doing a hobby that you enjoy, working towards something. And for me, it's personally doing photo shoots. I used to do a lot of modeling when I was in Auckland, and I always felt like I had something to work towards at the gym, things to dress up for, and it really boosts your confidence seeing yourself in a new light, and with the posing you feel so feminine, you feel like a boss lady. And then I stopped because I moved to the country and couldn't find any photographers over here because they just do weddings, which is different to portraits, and we had COVID, so you couldn't go near anyone. And I discovered a new side of myself. I became really comfortable without wearing makeup or without being like dressed nice all the time, and like I have grown in other ways, but I really want to make it a goal of mine to definitely make time for those things that really make you feel who you are and boost your confidence, because it really affects your like how you approach day to day and like your whole persona and everything like that. Number 14 is actually rest and reevaluate your life. Whether you need to take a self-care day and maybe have a bath with Epsom salts and like some candles or incense, or I just bought some more body oil which I put on night. It's got lavender and all of these nice little scents in it to help with relaxation. Having a life admin day can actually help, because if your mind is so jumbled, you've got all these different mental notes of things that need to get done, getting it all down into your to-do list, categorizing your notes, everything like that really helps. Reorganizing your space, whether you want to like rearrange your room or like pull everything out of your pantry and fridge and put it all back in nice, or the same for your bedroom, getting rid of old clothes that you don't want anymore, decluttering physically and digitally. So yeah, getting rid of stuff that you don't need or don't use, or things that are unimportant. Digitally, this could be my computer is about to break, it's just got all these different files everywhere, but organizing your stuff into different files, or deleting old photos off your phone to make space, or culling down your friends list or people you follow on social media, and just like organizing your digital space as well. Being in the moment, whether you're always in a rush and then suddenly think, oh, actually I need to sit outside and drink my coffee and not go on my phone, and just be in the moment for 10 minutes, because I never do that and it's something that actually helps. Spending time with animals, because they make you laugh, they're so compassionate, they're your best friend, and they're like just beautiful sentient beings on this planet. And sometimes we just need to completely blob out guilt-free. I know, well, pretty much every one of us just goes. We've got our jobs, our careers, some people have families, and we just actually don't stop. Even for the weekend, we're just catching up on our own admin and errands, and we just actually don't stop until we're sick. So sometimes it can just help to even have a day or 2 days where you just stay in bed, watch some videos, get takeout, and like completely stop and rejuvenate your body and mind. And you can even just get pizza and stuff for like comfort food as well if you want. And number 15 to finish off this list is have self-compassion. I've just started trying to learn to do that, because I was always go. I could not like watch a video that wasn't about productivity, or like sit there without organizing something on my phone at the same time. Like I'm always, my mind's in a million places at once. So have some self-compassion. Maybe you are emotional or something has happened in your life, so just give yourself a day to grieve or a day to reset, and just know that it's okay, and it's probably going to help you out more overall than if you just continue on past it and ignore it or bury your feelings. Where you just need to cry as much as you can until you've got no more tears left. Sometimes that helps as well. But just having self-compassion, being kind to yourself, knowing that you're doing the best you can with the tools and knowledge that you have at the time. That also has helped me a lot, that little sentence. So yeah, I hope you like this little video. I'll put that brand new meal plan that I've made in the description below. Don't forget to like and follow and subscribe, and yeah, I'll just put some more resources and stuff down there so you can have a look as well. So yes, thank you for listening, and I'll see you next time.